Tonight's the Showbiz Countdown. You're hired. Tonight, Showbiz Tonight recruits the top entertainers to fill reality TV's most coveted jobs. From who should be crowned as the next host of The X Factor to who will sit side by side with superstar Mariah Carey at the American Idol judges table. This countdown is so hot, even Gene Simmons is getting in on it.
The new judge clearly should be Wolf Blitzer. Who else? Wolf, you're a cool guy. He needs to get up there and tell everybody everything, which is what he does on CNN.
We loved him when he was a disc jockey, Wolfman Blitzer.
Gene, you're a powerful and attractive man. And we love Wolf Blitzer, but I'm afraid he did not make the countdown tonight. But let's fire it up at number 5. The Bachelor and Olympic gold medalist Ryan Lochte. Bachelor host Chris Harrison told Access Hollywood that Ryan, as the next Bachelor, sounds like a good plan to him. But there might be one little setback.
Here's the problem. You can't pee in the hot tub. I know, apparently he told Seacrest he pees in the pool every time he gets in. You can't pee in the hot tub. That's not hot.
No, not hot at all. And it could be a deal breaker. With us from Hollywood tonight, the lovely and talented actress and comedian Retta, who stars on the NBC hit comedy Parks and Recreation. So good to have you here. Also joining me from Hollywood, soap star Sean Kanan from The Bold and the Beautiful. And Sean is the author of this fantastic book, The Modern Gentleman. Great to have you both here. Let's talk about what's going on with Ryan Lochte, because producers of The Bachelor have reportedly reached out to him about making this happen. Now, Retta, as you just heard, Ryan does not like to interrupt his pool time with potty breaks. We say hire the guy anyway. What do you say?
I think people would be okay with it. I'm pretty sure those girls would be okay with it. But my choice would be Robert Pattinson. I think ABC would have a casting meltdown if Robert Pattinson were the new Bachelor.
Yeah,
and Team Edward would freeze the internet.
I think you're absolutely right. And, look, he's single and available, so we think.
Yeah.
The Olympics did really push Lochte into the spotlight, Sean. Do you think that newfound fame would make him a better TV Bachelor, or could that hurt him a little bit?
Well, I think we've already heard from his mother that he doesn't really have time to date. He barely has time for one-night stands. I think a better choice, AJ, would be John Mayer. I mean, he's already worked his way through most of the eligible and not so eligible women of Hollywood. The guy might as well get paid for it. I think it'd be fun to see who he tortures next.
Who he tortures next, and then who he talks about in some tell-all article. Oh, wait, he says he's not going to do anything like that anymore, and he's evolved. I don't know. All right, from the next Bachelor, we move to the soon-to-be-empty judge's seat on America's Got Talent, with Sharon Osbourne saying she's leaving the show. And this takes us to number 4 in our countdown. Now, we would hire my pal Whoopi Goldberg for this. She is the queen of performing. She's got an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. I'm thinking, who better to judge than someone who stays at the top of her game and has done it so well and for so long? Back to you, Sean. Do you like our choice? Whoopi does call it like she sees it.
I think it's a great choice, AJ, and you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, Whoopi is only one of, I believe, 11 people and probably a handful of women, including Rita Moreno, who's won the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, the Tony. I mean, she's got loads of talent. She's very comfortable doing these sort of shows. I think she's a great choice.
Now, Retta, what do you think? I think it's actually a good thing America's Got Talent has been moved to New York because of Howard Stern being on the show, so at least that would make it convenient for Whoopi. You think she'd be a great person at that judge's table?
Absolutely. I just want to see her pull down her glasses and say, honey, I don't know if America's Got Talent, but I know you got talent. That would be my favorite thing in the show.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Although later, I don't want to talk about Whoopi's extracurricular activities, but she does talk about it on The View all the time. That could make the show much more interesting at the time of night that they film. And it seems that almost every day a new name is tossed into the hat to fill an American Idol judge's seat. But we're going to put an end to that tonight, right here and right now, with number 3 on the Showbiz Countdown. This obviously is a man who always stirs the buzz. Kanye West actually told a group of reporters back in 2010, only a few artists have the talent to go on to greatness. Listen.
And so many people base their stuff off of trends or what's happening on radio, what they heard before, and there's only a few characters. Not that so much that we're geniuses, but we're dreamers, and we're just bringing our dreams to life constantly.
Yes, you do, Kanye. And he says only a few people right there have what it takes to really make the music magic happen. He's got the resume to back it up, and he's got the ego provided by that resume. And that is why we say, Kanye, you are hired. What do you think, Retta, on American Idol? Kanye, Mariah, judges combo?
No, I don't think the contestants would get a chance. I think he'd be on stage more than they would. I personally would love to see Victoria Beckham, because I think she and Mariah on the same judges' table would cause a great deal of shade, and I'd love to see the conflict between the two of them.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Although, can you imagine? It's the end of American Idol. It's the end of the season. They just drop the balloons and they crown the winner. And Kanye jumps up on stage and gives his opinion of who he really thinks should have won and who was robbed in the course.
Exactly.
I could see that possibly happening as it did with the whole Taylor Swift thing. He's crossed the line several occasions in his career, Sean. In your eyes, do you think that would be a strike against him for the Idol seat, or would that just make things more interesting, which I think Idol needs to do?
I don't know, AJ. I mean, I beg to differ with Showbiz Tonight's choice with Kanye West after his prior. His prior appearance on the VMAs. I mean, I just got a question. Is giving this guy a weekly forum on national television really a well-conceived idea where he can shred the hopes of, like, young up-and-coming singers? I'm going to have to say that you guys need to go back to the drawing board.
Maybe it'll mellow him. Maybe it'll chill the guy out a little bit. Maybe it'll dampen the ego a little bit.
Maybe a right hook would chill this guy out.
I don't know. All right, well, look, from the empty Idol judges seat, we must move on to the coveted host opening at the X Factor. This is number 2 on the Showbiz Countdown. You're hired. It's Kevin Hart.
Taylor, for the last time, stop writing songs about me.
This isn't about you at all.
Oh, it's not about me?
No.
So I just made it up. I'm just coming here with a story.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this. Not this. I'm hosting the VMAs. It's a big night for me. I'm not trying to go up there and be known as Mr. X Taylor Swift.
I met you like one time 2 years ago for like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. Would I have this if you met me one time 2 years ago?
That's your face photoshopped on someone else's body. That's not even a good Photoshop.
So what are you, a photo doctor?
That's fantastic. Such a great spoof. I think he's so funny. Kevin is hosting the Video Music Awards next month, and I'm thinking if his hosting is anywhere as funny as the spots he's using to promote the special, we would hire him. But Retta, I must ask you, no question, as you know, it helps to be funny when you're hosting a live show where anything could happen.
I agree. I love Kevin Hart, but I say we get rid of Brand X, have Russell Brand host. We call it Brand X Factor, and he can only perform as Aldous Snow.
Yeah, I like the idea, although I think that Simon wouldn't have anybody taking so much attention away from him. What do you think of that, Sean? What do you think of this guy, Kevin Hart, hosting the X Factor? They got to fill the job.
Well, you know, he's really funny. I mean, I have to be honest. I had seen him in the spoof movie and had to do a little research on his career. He's had a really terrific career. Working as a stand-up comedian, he's going to be really well prepared for the VMAs, anything coming his way. And what I really like is the fact that, people are thinking outside of the box, taking a guy that maybe isn't, on the top tier and trying to elevate him. And I think that's great because we seem to see, sort of the same faces reconstituted a lot. And I'd like to see some new, fresh blood.
At number 1 tonight, well, you be the judge. Watch.
Say her name. She wants you to say her name.
Hi, Mary Kate.
Oh, my God. That's okay. It's exciting. You're meeting like you're,
oh my God, you're so sweet.
How sweet is that? Ellen DeGeneres making a Taylor Swift fan's dream come true there. I think those were real tears, it's safe to say. Taylor Swift is number 1 on the Showbiz You're Hired countdown. I want to bring back actress and comedian Retta from NBC's Parks and Recreation. Also actor Sean Kane and author of The Modern Gentleman. Mary Kate, obviously not the only big Taylor Swift fan out there. She's hot on the charts. She just released an all-new record-breaking single. She's reportedly dating a member of the Kennedy family, young Connor Kennedy. And she also reportedly has just purchased a mega mansion across from the Kennedy compound. So we here at Showbiz Tonight think it's high time for Taylor Swift to have her own reality show. Sean, you watching that?
Wow, I'm just marveling at what I thought I had a lot going on in my life. That is amazing what she's got going on in her life. But I got to tell you, AJ, I'm a little old school, man. I miss the days of the Danny Bonaducci's and all the great train wreck conflict that really got reality started. So, I'm gonna suggest that we look back to some of our great ones.
Oh, see, no, I have a different opinion. And Retta, I'll ask you quickly. Don't you think she could un-Jersey Shore reality TV?
I don't know that I find her interesting enough. I would be interested in seeing Liam. That's my mashup of Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth.
That's
because
excellent.
I think she's gregarious and he seems kind of quiet, and I would love to know what they're like behind closed doors.
Your suggestion is duly noted, but Taylor Swift still #1 with us. Retta, Sean, Kanan, great having you both here. Thanks.